Man, oh man, I guess the ball has dropped, and tonight was the night that it was cool to be a wrestling fan. They gave us a 3 hour free show that was packed wall to wall. The run over wasn't as long as I was honestly really expecting it to be. Um, I got home from work just in time to see Punk versus Cena, and my first initial thought was people are going to blow this up to be that CM Punk is turned to being this big, masterful heel the way he was when he was the leader of the Straight Edge Society or the leader of the new Nexus. Honestly, my thoughts when it first happened was we already knew he didn't like John Cena, and we already knew that he didn't like The Rock. So he's going to do what he needs to do to protect his title. It's not like he is really gone and drank the poison of Paul Heyman and gone and started some faction with Brock Lesnar or anything like that. I'm guessing a ton of people are going to say though that Punk is the lead heel, which does make a lot of sense. But we need to see where this goes and where this pans out. We've seen and heard, CM Punk bitching about his spot, and The Rock coming in last year and really taking the main event thing, and a whole lot of the wrestlers in the back, taking exception to this movie star coming in, and just taking over WrestleMania. With John Cena, didn't work well for the guys that work the road and everything like that, day in and day out. The Rock, coming out and saying that he was the number one contender for the Royal Rumble and he's going to get the WWE championship shot, no matter who the champion is. It probably didn't, make him feel that better anyways, we've seen Punk and Cena in the same picture before. I'm sure you can point out they've tagged this, that, and the other along the way, but we've never really seen them come together and shake hands and come on a firm agreement on, what they're doing. Punk has told Cena to his face he doesn't like him before. So, Big Show coming down and, really roughing him up, causing a disqualification, which I think a lot of people saw happening. I really didn't see The Rock coming in to make, his presence known. But I guess this does set up that triple threat match, or maybe if we're all lucky, we can just get the single match that is just straight up Cena versus Punk. I think that's the match that a lot of people are going to be wanting to see, and I think it's a lot of money in that match as well, as especially with the buzz that is going to be generated tonight. If you want my real fast rundown review of everything that happened, really cool to see DX back in the ring all at one time. Really cool to see the Outlaws and X-Pac get their time, especially Billy Gunn. Very, very, very surprised that AJ was the pick to be the GM. The wedding looked exceptional. Daniel Bryan is going to be pushed to the 9. You can tell that by here. He was all over this show. The Rock, getting that shot at the Royal Rumble doesn't really surprise me, but it surprises me the way that they gave it to him. They just sort of said, here, you can have it. Brock Lesnar versus Triple H being set up for SummerSlam. I guess, that was the one thing on the whole show that I called and that I got right, was that they were going to book this together. It doesn't make sense for Brock Lesnar to come all this way to turn Triple H down, bringing Stephanie out to make fun of Heyman. It's a good thing to add to it, but hopefully we don't see Stephanie in Triple H's corner or anything like that, or just going back to the Triple H versus Chris Jericho thing. Maybe having Stephanie back for a little bit is a good thing, but having Stephanie back for a whole lot is not good. In my book, I just don't like seeing Stephanie a whole lot. Seeing her a little, not a whole lot. Jack Swagger jobbing out. That wasn't good. I don't know what to do from here. I don't know how to save him. He's been, I guess he didn't get jobbed out to Ryback, but I was thinking that was going to go somewhere. Now we got Brodus Clay. It was good to see Mick Foley, Bret Hart, The Miz winning the Intercontinental Championship. That is, I guess, a way of bringing him back, and that's a big surprise. Glad to have him as I guess you can say, a real Triple Crown champion. I think when you have the U.S. Championship, it doesn't count for the Triple Crown, but in my book, it does. But I was in a call last night with my buddies, and I think it was Freaking 88 who called it, and he basically just said, it doesn't matter who Christian has a match with, he's going to lose, because that's just the way that they pushed the match. The Miz is the guy. Yeah, I've been saying that the Miz needed to get his shot for a long time, and he really deserves it. You can see right over my corner him holding his title up at WrestleMania, and he seems to have been forgotten since then. But the Miz is going to get it. The Miz deserves it. I think I have gone over everything. I need to go back and rewatch the show. If I have anything after that, I'll give it to you in the morning or late tonight. But I'm looking forward to seeing the comments. I'm sure everybody loved this show. It's going to be great, and I'm looking forward more to seeing what people thought about Punk and where he's going from here. But hopefully we get that one-on-one match and not that triple threat match. Big show. You just go back to nowhere land. Thank you very much. Bye.